Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the DC Universe Classics Power Girl action figure. This set is number 4 from Wave 10, which contains the Imperiex Collect and Connect figure for the wave. Now, this wave was a Walmart exclusive and was first released in 2009. And Power Girl was the peg warmer for the entire wave. She's hung around up to the present day. And this is not my first set that I purchased. I actually purchased a Power Girl set sometime in 2010. But this particular set I found at a Walmart in the summer of 2011. And it was clearance down to $3. Taking a look here at the figure in the package, you can see Power Girl there in a dynamic pose, and down below you can see the leg of Imperiex, and it is the left leg there. Taking a look at the back of the package, we have down here a biography of Power Girl there, and also some statistics. And up above here we have figures from Wave 10. We have Robot Man, Beast Boy, the Joker, Power Girl, Man Bat, Forager, and Batman. And up above here we have Imperiex. Now, Walmart exclusives do not usually have variants, and this particular wave had no variant figures. We'll be right back and have Power Girl here out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Power Girl here out of the package, and I really do want to talk about this figure because I have a lot of different opinions about this figure. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the Collect and Connect piece that comes with Power Girl, and that's the left leg of Imperiex. And this is a pretty neat looking piece. It's got a lot of details, a lot of sculpted details on here. You can see a lot of the red banding here, and also the gold accents that are on this figure. And this is not simply painted. There's actually it's actually sculpted here where it's erased a little bit wherever the gold is painted on there. So that's kind of cool. And this leg does have the standard DC Universe articulation for a leg. With the exception of this foot here, which does have ankle pivot, which is more common in the Collect and Connect pieces. But this is the Collect and Connect piece, which comes with Power Girl, the left leg of Imperiex. Now, on to the Power Girl figure. Now, this is one of those figures that is really different in and out of the packaging, and for the longest time, for pretty much over a year, I really did not like this figure, and I only purchased the figure last year mainly for the Imperiex part, but I never really got around to opening this figure. Even after watching videos of this figure from friends such as Gerhawk and Lunacy05 and Loose Guys, and I still did not like the figure. And once I got this figure out of the package, my opinion of this figure has completely changed. It's, I guess, much like her history. She has such a convoluted history. Even the back of the packaging of the history, or the biography of this figure in the back of the packaging, is completely different as what her character is now. I think the back of the packaging has her described as the daughter of Arion, Lord of Atlantis, and I understand that that's not the case anymore, or I don't know what the case is really. But she has gone back to her Earth 2 origins. So much like her history, this figure is completely different once you get it out of the package. And I don't know what it is. It's just the packaging, even though it's in clear plastic packaging, makes the figure look a little bit different. Yeah, but taking a look at the figure here, you can take a look at the head sculpt there. and that was one of the major issues I had with this figure. And I think it was because most of the time the figure was had a profile position, and looking at the profile of this figure, I really do not like the head sculpt. I think it's rather flat, and it just looks kind of whack to me. But looking at the figure at different angles, it looks much better. I don't know what it is with this flat face, but from the profile. But head on, or even at just any other angle besides profile, it actually is a decently sculpted face, and I think it's actually pretty neat. Another issue I had was with the hair. I thought it was actually rather blah and rather too flat as well. And my opinion before I got this figure out of the package was that the DC Direct version of Power Girl was much better. But getting this figure out of the package, it's actually a lot better than what I had a opinion of when it was in the packaging. You can see a lot of detailed sculpt in the hair. You can see individual strands. It's kind of neat. Of course, you get the blonde paint with some reddish paint in the recesses there, and it's actually, it looks a lot better once you have it out of the package in person. And this is not to say that the figure does not have any issues. There are some issues, and we'll go into that in a little bit. But taking a look at the figure a little bit more, you can see that she has this cape, a flowing cape here. That's pretty starchy, at least up here. And it's a lot more bendable down here. And it's tied or attached via cord, with a sculpted cord. That's actually a loose piece here, and is glued around here. And I think that's actually kind of neat. And unfortunately, the cape is only in one position, off to her left, in a flowing position there, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice if it was in a more neutral position, but that's okay. Looking at the rest of the figure, of course, you have her ample bosom there. And one thing I really did not like, and still kind of don't like, is the very frail limbs of the figure here. And especially when it comes to her hands, they're just really tiny. And I thought that this would be it looks a little awkward to me, especially for Power Girl. I think she should have been more muscular, especially in the arms. The arms are just really frail, and then you got these tiny hands here. But that's something that still I have a lower opinion of with this figure. And also the rather flattish torso here on the side. It just is, I think, a little too flat. It just looks really weird to me, especially you have the wider hips here, but with a flatter torso. And when you pose the figure, especially when you have her upper torso turned, it just looks way off. And I think this is more common with the earlier female figures from DC Universe Classics. I think Black Canary had the same issue, and I'm trying to think some figures after Wave 10, probably Katmatui has that same issue as well on there. And but other than that, it's a lot better. I think I like the skin tone here. It's got this nice slight wash to it that adds a little bit more definition, even though the features are rather flat on the sculpt on there. And I think that's actually kind of cool. And we got the boots here, which is actually kind of neat on here. Much better figure out of the package than in the package here. Going over the articulation of this figure, the head does go all the way around, and does go up and down slightly. Would have been nice to have the head go up and down more, especially for flying poses. The arms do go all the way around, and they do go out and in. The arms go all the way around at the bicep, and bend at a single joint at the elbow. And no rotation on the glove, but there is rotation on the wrist. That goes all the way around. The torso can bend down quite a bit, up, and lightly to the back. Actually, it would probably go back a little bit more, but because of the cape, it prevents that, which is unfortunate. The waist does go all the way around, and the legs do go up, down, and very little to the back, and out to the side, which the Black Canary figure does not do. So that's kind of cool on that. The thighs go all the way around on a swivel joint. Single joint at the knee, which goes up and down. And the boot can go all the way around at the calf. Requires a little bit of work there. And the feet can go down and up, as well as a tiny bit of ankle pivot, which is really cool. Overall, actually I think is a great figure, and I'm actually happy and proud to actually have this figure finally out of the package and to go with my other JSA figures. I really do appreciate this figure a little bit more. There are, like I said, some other issues due to the size of the limbs here, and also the waist sculpt. But other than that, it's a great figure, and I'm glad to have it. This is my casual peek into the DC Universe Classics Power Girl action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.